Right, we're back at the water tower once again. Today's walk takes me round the back of the mountain to Montana Negra. It's one I haven't done before. Scheduled to take about 2 hours on the map, but I expect 1.5 hours. Depends on the climbs. It's a very nice day. We did come through the cloud. The cloud was lower than here, so I'm sat above the cloud, or walking above the cloud at present. I also managed to plot the walk from about 200 metres further into the wood than I am now, so it's a bit longer than I expected. Never mind. It's very nice walking here today, as usual. Very quiet, although outside the bar, while we were having coffee, a taxi arrived with 5 or 6 walkers in. I presume they're walking to Chinero. That's the main path that they would walk on from in the centre of San Jose. Maybe we'll see them somewhere on this way. Well, according to the map and GPS, this is where I start the walk from. I've been walking 7 minutes now, so close to now. I don't know whether it recorded that or not, but I've just started the walk according to the map, the GPS. I've walked 7 minutes to get here, so the walk will be 1 kilometre longer than it says on the actual map, but never mind. It's good exercise. It's slightly cooler today, much better for walking. I haven't seen the walkers that are outside the bar, and I can't hear any voices. I would expect to be able to hear them on the Chinero path, just 50 metres to the side of me. So presumably they've gone somewhere else. I'm walking down towards the part where normally we turn left and go up the steeple. In actual fact, normally we come down it, but last time I went up it. But today I'm not going that way. I'm going to take the track to the right when I get there, go around and go around the mountain just to see what it's like, because I haven't done that one. Well, here we are at the turn up. It's the way back, and the way I went last week was up there, and up the very steep bit onto the track that goes to Montana Negra. This track, which I'm taking today, as you can see, there's a mountain there and a mountain there. I'm going round the base of these in the other direction. In a short while I'll join part of the return from the almond walk and then start climbing. I'm having to walk fairly rapidly. I need to average 3.5 kilometres an hour to get back in the time that I told Jen I would. Having found that I made a mistake in the distance, I need to be walking a bit faster. I'm approaching the point where we join the path, the return path from the almond walk. It's rather strange, after 2 years of COVID and people not coming back. I would say, for people who can remember this walk, but in reality, there are fewer and fewer of them each time, and I'm not sure that there will be many people coming back walking that do remember this walk. We normally come down from up there and walk down there, but I need to walk on up this hill a bit and then over into the wood and start the climb. Well, here we are, start of the walk that's part of the return on the almond walk goes to Chignero up the hill, Los Partidos, back down, and I'm going round the edge of that mountain there. That's why it's so long. We'll walk to the next, where this track that runs up at the right of us joins this path further up, and then we'll stop for a drink. There are a fair number of ways up to Chignero. They'll finish up on this next path that this joins eventually. I'll tell you when we get there, it's when I'm going to stop for a drink. But this path is quite a pleasant one. So the pine forest, pine needles about, and very quiet. I'm now on the start of the main part of the climb. As you can see, it's fairly steep. As you can see, I'm on the main part of the climb now. It starts about here and goes on till I get to the top track now. This is the way we come down from the almond walk normally. Today I'm going up it. First time I've ever been up in this direction, so it is a novel walk. But as you can hear from my breathing, I'm to start climbing quite hard. As I said, it's starting to climb quite hard now, but it will get to the rough track in a minute, which is even harder. I've now got the lava field on this side of us, and it just gets more and more intrusive as we climb up this, which is quite a hard track to climb. As you can see, I gotta go up there. Time for a quick breather. As you can see, lava field there keeps on going up, as does the path. But 5 minutes I should be up the junction of the road and be off this onto the next climb. This can be quite hard because you're walking over rocks like these. It's steeply uphill as well, loose scree on the floor, but big rocks and these kind of things in the way. But never mind, not before to the top now. Right, I've reached the top of that path. That's the track that goes round somewhere to Montana Negra. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, it goes to where the very steep climb up and down is. So that's the one that we'd normally walk on. However, I'm going up a path this way. A couple of years ago, I met a Chinese teenager who didn't really know where he was. No equipment, no shoes, no boots. He got lost on the mountain, and twice above this point I met him, tried to persuade him to walk down with me, and he refused. He finally went up this Chignero path back up to the top, and there was little I could do. Fortunately, a couple of environmental officers were looking for him, and he got a four-wheel drive vehicle. So they came up, and 5 minutes later as he came back down, he'd walked back down, so they found him and reunited him with his parent. So it ended happily. Anyway, it's drink time. Well, we'll see if that'll stand there while I get a drink. If it falls over, it'll break the camera. I shall be buying a new one. This is going to fizz all over me. Oh, not bad today. According to the signpost, Chignero is 2.3 kilometres up this path. But I may go up that one, the one to the left, I don't know yet, until I check with the map. Right. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that. It says we should be going up the path. That's the track down there that has got, says here on the wrong one. So, oh no, yes it says that's the track. We're going up there and round the back of this mountain. So we'll see where we are in a minute. And this is the path to Chignero, but I'm going to turn off in probably 10-15 metres, something like that. Turns off left, goes round the mountain, so somewhere up here, fairly close. Oh, there's a track that I'm going to take. Here we are at the track. Chignero is up that path there, and I think that's where I need to go. So we'll walk down there and see what the GPS says in 5 minutes' time. As you can see, it says this is the wrong way, but that's fairly normal on my walks. I'm looking for a track that goes off to the right, and this seems to be it. So I need to be going uphill again, a bit higher. Certainly don't want to be going downhill. So the mountain is there that we're going round. But this is all new now. I've never walked this before. So we'll see how pretty this is. We have a lower field now to the right of us, and a mountain to the left of us. So it's getting steeper on both sides. But with a bit of luck, we'll just walk through it all. It's always quiet up this mountain, but in this area, I've never heard it as quiet as this is here. No sound at all. I suppose we've got mountain hillside on both sides and in front of us, so no way sound can get here. We've got a set of stones at the side of the path that have been stood up to look like standing stones. I don't know who did that. A bit unusual out here, especially on a path that's not on a walk, although I have just passed a pile of manure, so the riders, the stables, use it for their walks and trots in the forest. Interesting, 3 tracks, one up there, one down there, and one along there. I certainly don't want the one to the left, that goes up the mountain and comes to a dead end. But the other two, I'm not sure about. I'm now going to have to find out by walking down them. Well, don't know whether that recorded, but just to say, it didn't. I'm on the right track. It wasn't the middle one, it was the right one. The middle one was finished up in the forest somewhere. And this goes on and round the corner. Very pretty up here. Well, Teddy is now over to the right from us. We can't see it because there's a mountain in the way. Montana Negra is to the left, and in a second I shall be turning off to walk down. I'm now an hour into the walk. I need to be at Montana Negra in an hour and a quarter to make it in 2 hours, so that should be alright. Well, I'm still walking uphill. It's been uphill all the way from the start. It's not more than 200 metre climb as far as I know, so I don't know why. It seems to be a long way. I'll have to check it when I get back. But we are nearly there now, so Montana Negra. The path goes left and down to Montana Negra. While we've now come out of the mountain at that side, so we're around the mountain. We normally walk the other side of that mountain. We're now in the Montana Negra area, as you can see from the black ash here. Oh, I didn't notice that. We'll just walk back slightly. And there, in the distance, the side of the trees is Tady. So, we are getting close to being able to see Tady, Pico, and be at the top of the walk. Well, we must be at the top. The track has now started to go downhill. I'm at the very top of the walk by the look of it. It's interesting, it's the kind of area that you get all the way to Chiñero from here. Between Chiñero and Montana Negra. In front of us, I don't know if you can see that, through those trees. There's Pico, the old mountain. And I suppose if I walk a bit further round, yes, as you can see, I can't see the screen, but I presume you can see Tady up there somewhere. I will stop in a bit for a drink and see if I can get a better picture. We've got a lava field to the left of us now, some rather large rocks about. A bit of a ride here, and of course some really magnificent trees there. But you can see them, you can't get them all on. But back into a bit of pine forest and a bit of shade. It's a bit warm in the sunshine. There aren't many places you can walk and be walking along a path like this, out of the forest and onto the edge of a lava field, and have something like Tady sat in front of you. I don't know if you can see the peak there. Probably not, it's round the corner still. But we're now approaching the way round Chiñero. I'm going to turn off to the left and drop down the hill. I don't want to go around Chiñero today. But this is a very good walk. You have to make a note of it. It's a gainer, and I send a GPX file to Jamie. It is a 2-hour walk, not to be the first one. When you get here it is a bit hard, but very worthwhile. Again, we're walking directly towards Tady now, there in the distance. If I get into the shade I may be able to show you. There, really nice. And now you've got Pico at the side of it, so you can see both. I don't see why this isn't one of the popular walks. It's got everything one needs. Oh, more mountains in the background there. It must be Chiñero. So we've got the two of them there. Tady, Pico, and say, further round is Chignero, and as we go down the hill, it'll be Montana Negra will come into view. So it's quite an interesting walk from the volcano point of view as well. And of course we are in a rather large lava field now. As far as I know, I'm going to turn left in a minute. I need to switch on my GPS and see. Oh, I can't do that. Well, according to this, I might find the lost path. Well, this is rather strange. According to GPS, I'm now on the footpath that I should be on, and it is in the middle of a forest. And obviously, not in the middle of a forest, we're in the middle of a lava field. But we'll follow it and see where it goes. But hey, this walk is certainly turning out to be different. But there are footprints in the ash here, so people have walked this one. This is a bit strange, but it is a path that has been walked by a look of it. I did wander off the path back there. I must remember not to look at a mobile upside down. It tends to take you the wrong way. When I realised the mobile was upside down, it was fine, I could find my way back. We're now walking through the lava field above Chignero, as far as I know, above Montana Negra, I think. We'll see in a minute. Well, still climbing through the lava field. I'm now 5 minutes late for my rendezvous with Montana Negra, but it looks as though I finally got through the lava field and into the forest again. I am back on the A path. This one is on the GPS. It takes me to Montana Negra, but we are half a kilometre from where I should be. A little episode of missing a turn further back. I'll have to have a look on the map to see what happened to that. But not a problem, it just means I am now going to be late on getting back, so the general stop panicking. If I'd have been on the path, I should have been past Montana Negra and on the way down by now, but never mind. Well, I lost the track in the lava field, and I'm now navigating by GPS and no path. There are footprints here, people have walked, so I'm not the only one that's lost this path. But we're approaching the track, and in front of us there is Montana Negra. I don't know if you can see that. Fall back a bit on that. Maybe you can't. Oh, this is a bit of a steep incline. Really, I want to go left, although the footpath goes to the right, it takes me way past Montana Negra, so I need to get down this way into the bottom and out on an easier path down. and onto this track, which is 100 metres or so in front of me. So I just keep going in this direction for a while. According to the GPS and the map, I'm about 100 metres from the path, which I'm just taking the easy route to it. It takes me further back, it doesn't matter. But climbing up and down these ash hills is quite hard work. It's hard on these deep pine needles as well. But at least there's some shade in the pines. So, over the next hill, we should be able to see the path eventually. Although I can't see it yet. Well, going to this, I should be falling over it. It's 10 metres away from what this is saying. And here we have the track. Right, it's a matter of which way to walk. I need some shade to look at the map now. Well, according to the GPS, there's Las Abiertas. A bit out of the way there, it's on the wrong map for some reason. But if I carry straight on this path, I shall drop down to where I started. So I'll be back on my right path. Just carry along here. I did consider Las Abiertas walk today, but not by accident. Well, I have it, I've got the right map back on now, and this takes us back home, or back to the minibus anyway. So, yeah, according to this I'm on the right path. Back to the original thing, after that little excursion up the mountain towards Chiñero. We have Montana Negra over there at the side of us. And this is part of the lava field from the back of Montana Negra. That's the mountain I started to walk round, and this is obviously Negra. This is the point where I should have been half an hour ago. So the little excursion up to Chiñero, or near Chiñero, and being lost in the lava field. It's taken half an hour after the walk. Unless I'm going to be back on time, get down from it in close to an hour. But it's worth being up here. Just want a bit of earth. When you've got that and that, it may be a hard walk, but it's well worth it. Wonderful. Now I've got to race down to the van. Well, on the way down now, 3.5 kilometres to San Jose to the finish, so I'm going to be at least half an hour late, and it'll be a bother. But we're now on paths that I walk regularly. I've not really done a map before, so it's fairly easy going back now. Well, I'm walking quickly down. The idea of a 3.5 kilometre average went to pot when I found myself on the wrong path going up to Chingero instead of coming down to Montana Negra, and then got lost in the lava field. So I'm now supposed to be back at the minibus, and I'm at least half an hour away. So I'm trying to catch up a bit of time by walking rather quickly down this hill. Now, getting nearer home now. We're on the path, Chingero path, that takes me back to the wide path. It's the junction of all the points down at the bottom. I'm now 5 minutes late, so bit of bother. Well, bottom of the path, Chingero path, and back to the track to the minibus. I'm 5 minutes late at present. I might get there in less than 15 minutes longer than I said I would. And that's not bad to say. I've climbed a lot higher and I've gone a lot farther. I'm being lost in a lava field. I'm hoping James managed to pick up the tracking points. I've tried to get the government to send tracking points today. And the messages to make sure it was working. If he's got a tracking point, I'll be able to reconstruct where I've been. Otherwise it's going to be a bit difficult. Well, this has been an interesting walk. The last walk in my 79th year in the forest up here in Los Cristianos in San Jose de Llanos. I'm sweating cobs at present. I'm rushing down from the top to try and get in a reasonable time, and we will see. An interesting last walk for me in my 70s. I'm getting towards the end of the walk now. It'll have taken me 2.25 hours by the looks of it, which I'll have to check and see what distance and what climb I've done afterwards. I don't think either outdoor active or explore was actually tracking this, so I may not have a true track of where I've been, but I know roughly where I've been, and if the tracking on the Garmin worked today, I shall have 10-minute points of where I was. And there's the water tank in front of us. I'm 13 minutes over my time at present. It isn't bad to say. I've just come from Montana Negra in less than 20 minutes. It's a fairly fast walk. Well, we're back. Should have been here half an hour ago if I hadn't got lost up the mountain, but it's finished. I'll see what I've done when I look at the route later.